Hello, everybody, and welcome to the second episode of the Third Floor Pool. I'm your host, Swan, also known as Sean, which I'm going to be referring to myself as now. And I'm here joined with my co host, Electro. Say hi, Electro.
What's up?
What's up? So, I'm not going to call you Electro anymore. I'm going to call you Caden because
Yeah.
saying Electro is repetitive and a little annoying. Um, so, today in this episode, um, we're going to be talking about video games and consoles and the new things coming out.
Yeah.
I'm going to let Caden take it away, kind of talk about what we're going to be doing and all that fun stuff. So, there you go,
Alright.
buddy.
Alright, so basically, in the last episode, Sean did quiz me on conspiracy theories, which I don't think I did the best on, but whatever. But today I'm going to be quizzing Sean on video games and some of the new consoles and new games that are coming out and some older consoles and just stuff like that. But I'll be asking him a question, then giving him a series of possible answers. And once he answers the question, I may have a summary at the end of every question that he answers.
Oh, damn, this is going to be like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? It's like, crap, man. Alright, I think that's going to be pretty cool. I'm actually going to mark down which answers I got right because last time I don't think we did that. But
No, we didn't. We just kind of remembered it off the top of our head.
yeah, and oh, sorry. I think we need to figure out a possible like scorekeeping way this time.
Yeah.
So I got paper and pencil. So um, if you want to start, I'm ready to start when you are.
All right. So the first question: what was the first ever video game console called? So A.
Console.
Atari, B. Odyssey, or C. The Sega Genesis.
Oh, it was Atari.
You're wrong.
I'm wrong.
The answer is Odyssey. So basically, the first
Oh,
home gaming
yeah,
console was called the Magnavox Odyssey, and the console
yeah.
was made in 1972. And up to date, they actually have 101 million units sold.
Ah, damn. Okay.
Just yeah. All
Yeah.
right. So now, question two: what is currently the most played game of all time? A. Minecraft. B. Grand Theft Auto 5, or C. Pokemon Red.
Oh, this is hard. I know GTA 5 is the game that made the most money. Um, I'm probably going to have to go with Minecraft, with all the Steves and stuff like that.
Yeah, you're correct. So
Awesome.
Minecraft was made in 2008, and up to date they have 180 million sales.
Oh, god damn.
Yeah, I
Alright.
remember when it used to be like $15, but now it's like what, 30
30, I think.
bucks?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
crazy.
I'm not going to lie. I still play Minecraft. It's a fun
Yeah,
game. Like, I don't think there's going to be a game that tops that in the near future.
well, people thought Fortnite would, but yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, what game was the top seller in 2019? So, A. Fortnite, B. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, or C. Tom Clancy's The Division 2.
Ooh. Oh, that's hard. Um, Fortnite I know is definitely not because it's a free game. It probably made more with like in-app purchases and stuff.
That was a trick question, yeah.
Yeah. Um, hmm. The Division 2 I haven't played that, but Modern Warfare I pre-ordered.
Oh.
So I'm going to have to say Modern Warfare.
Yeah, so Modern Warfare is
Uh,
correct. Because like
no?
in the
No?
gaming industry,
Oh,
it's rare for a game that comes out 2 months before like the top selling games are announced, and they Modern Warfare actually like became the top selling game in 2019 2 months
oh,
before
damn.
they announced it
I
in
did not
November.
know that.
And up to date, they have 6.5 million copies sold.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Question four. What does NES stand for?
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, it's a quite easy one. So
No.
A,
Yeah.
Nitrate Essential System. B, not everyone's system, or C, Nintendo Entertainment System?
Well, that's really easy. It's the Nintendo Entertainment System, not the Nitrate Engine
Yeah.
System.
Yeah, so it is C. So when Nintendo created the NES, or the Nintendo Entertainment System, they didn't want it to be hard to mesmerize the whole name, so they abbreviated it, and the Super Nintendo Entertainment System was also made, and they abbreviated that too.
Awesome.
Yep. Alright, question 5. How many games were released at the PlayStation 4 launch?
Ooh.
So
Oh, that.
A, 4, B, 21, or C, 18?
I know two of the games. It was Uncharted 4.
Yep.
That was one of them. Um, Sorry, my cat's staring at me like he just saw another cat die. Sorry, pause for a second. Um, Uncharted 4. Oh, crap.
The Last of Us.
Yeah, The Last of Us. I feel like there was one more, but I only remember a little bit, so I'm gonna have to say only 4.
You're actually wrong.
I'm wrong, damn.
So the answer is actually C. There was 18. So when PlayStation released the PS4 in November of 2013, they wanted to add more games at the launch because when they released the PS3 in 2006, they only released 12 games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it kind of makes sense, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Damn, I thought I was going to do good.
All right, question 6. The Atari 2600 was released in the US in what year? So A, 1972, B, 1977, or C, 1981?
Oh, damn. This is annoying because I actually, my cousin has an Atari. Damn. I'm probably going to have to say it was. I feel like it's 81, but
No, you're wrong.
yeah. Oh no, I wasn't going to go for that.
Oh, okay, well, now you still
Well,
have a 50-50 chance then.
yeah. I'm gonna have to say 77.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. Um, what game did Mario originally feature in? A, Super Mario Bros. B, Donkey Kong, or C, Luigi's Mansion Original?
It was Donkey Kong. I know
Yeah,
that one. He
yeah, it's
wasn't
Donkey
even
Kong.
called Mario. He was just known as the Plumber Man.
Actually, quick fact: Mario actually, like, his original job was not a plumber; he was a carpenter.
Oh, damn.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Question 8. Which of the following consoles is planned to be released first? So A, the Xbox Series X, or B, the PlayStation 5.
Damn. I know the PlayStation 5 is coming out the holiday of 2020, but I didn't catch where the Series X was coming. Um, I'm going to say the PS5 is coming out first because I haven't heard the Xbox.
Well, you're wrong. It's both actually.
Oh, god damn it!
So basically, you know how Sony and Microsoft are like
Yeah.
big competitors in the gaming industry. So they both decided that they were gonna release it in the holiday months of 2020, which is between October and December. But yeah.
Okay, I got a question for you.
Yes.
Which console, if you had to pick, would you go with? Because I'd go with the PS5.
Well, I did grow up with Xbox, but to be
Yeah, same
honest,
here.
I think I would go for PlayStation because the Xbox just looks really weird. But I mean, it looks more compatible to where like you could bring it more places. It's not just a huge brick that you have to carry everywhere. It's just well, it's technically it's a brick, but it's not like a
It looks like a
layers of bricks.
refrigerator, okay?
Yeah, it does. It looks like a speaker, basically.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, I'm ready for the next question.
Alright, so question 9. What game was rumored the most for being released in 2020? So A, Grand Theft Auto 6, B, Resident Evil 3 the remake, or C, Final Fantasy 12?
Sorry, what was the question? Which one was said to be released 2020?
What game was rumored to be the most? What game was rumored the most for being released in 2020?
Um, I feel like it was GTA 6. A lot of people wanted GTA 6 to come out, but I don't think it's coming out this year. Is GTA
Yeah,
6 the right answer?
yeah. So Rockstar has been giving like small hints to fans of Grand Theft Auto, and for about 2 years now that they've been like kind of giving them hints, but people finally think that they might release it this year or next year. But it's still kind of controversial that they might not. But yeah, I think it would actually be one of the top selling games like right after GTA 5. But
Mhm.
yeah.
All right.
Um Question number 10, so we're halfway done.
All right.
What console became revolutionary in the early 2000s?
I think it was the Wii.
So, well, let me
Oh,
give you
uh,
the
all right.
so
Oh, sorry.
no, it's okay. A, the Xbox original, B, the first PlayStation, or C, the DS and the DS Lite.
Oh, okay. Um, well, I had the original Xbox.
Yeah, I still
Um,
do.
yeah, I don't really see that as revolutionary. It,
No.
it made scary noises. But
So the PlayStation 2.
yeah, that's true. So I'd probably say the DS because it made games more. Wait, no, because they had the Game Boys. Oh, they had Game Boys, so it wouldn't be more
Well,
mobile.
we'll just think of it this way. The Game Boys were made in like 92, 90, I don't know, 95 maybe.
Yeah, around there.
But
But
like I
that
don't
wouldn't
think they
count.
would keep selling them. I don't know.
Um, I'll probably say I'm just gonna go with my gut. The DS's.
Yeah.
All right.
So ac- according to this article, I forget what website it's from, but when Nintendo released the DS and the DS Lite in 2005 and 2006, they thought that it would be revolutionary because the device was more portable because obviously it can fold up and it's not like carrying a 30-pound like box with you everywhere.
Yeah.
But you'd be able to play like certain games, and you were also able to do like reverse compatibility with the Game
Yeah.
Boy Advance
Yeah.
with the DS Lite. So that's why they kind of thought it was revolutionary because you could do reverse compatibility with it.
Yep. I
All
think
right.
I bought like 10 DS lights, or I got 10 DS lights because I accidentally broke like 5 of them, so I would just
I
get another one for my
I
birthday.
still have the one for my 6th birthday, and it's like the screen's completely bent.
Damn, I have my DSi XL, and
Oh, I used to have one of those.
I have a lot of games on that. So
Yeah, I have my 3DS still. I don't play on it at all.
yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't like 3DSs and stuff, but
no, I like the DSi XL though. That was really good.
yeah. All right,
I
I'll
like the
let you
color.
continue. Yeah,
All right, so now I'm gonna ask you a question. It's on your personal thought, like your personal
my
opinion.
opinion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so what is your favorite video game of all time?
Ah, that's really hard. Um, so I'm being honest. There's a lot. Um, a lot of them I like for the memories that I've made.
Yeah.
And their sentimental values. Um, I was a complete suck for all of the Pokemon games. Like, um,
Hey.
yeah, all of those. I I would say Pokemon. Um, but I have to be honest. That's probably not my favorite. My favorite would either be Minecraft because that's probably the game I've played consistency for the longest time, and I keep going back to it.
Yeah.
Or The Sims 4, or the Sims franchise in general. Um,
Oh,
but I'm gonna have to say Minecraft probably.
well,
Um,
that's a good choice though.
yeah, because like I just had a lot of sentimental value playing it. I met a
Yeah.
lot of my friends through Minecraft, stuff like that. So
Yeah. Well,
I
to be honest, mine I would have to say Pokemon Red. because,
Yeah.
well, that was the first ever game I ever played on like a portable device. Because when I was younger, my brother he did buy me a Pokemon, or yeah, he bought me Pokemon Red, and then he also bought me a Game Boy, which
Yeah.
I did end up losing it on a bus on the way back from buying it.
Oh
So
boy.
um, what I did was after like a few years after that, like, well, a few years ago from today, I did end up getting Pokemon Red on my 3DS and all that, and like that's when like I played on it all the time, and I would play like the throwback, and it just brought back so many memories, and uh,
Yeah.
yeah, it was basically Pokemon was my childhood because that's when my
Oh
brother
yeah.
kind
Same.
of brought me through.
Yeah. My first Pokemon game that I got was, I think, Diamond or Pearl.
Oh
Um.
yeah, those were good.
Right now I'm replaying Platinum
Ooh.
because I didn't really get all of the Pokemon in the Pokédex. I just beat the main game and then brag about my Pokemon. So I'm
Yeah.
actually going to try to do the mission of the game. So
Yeah. All
yeah.
right. Question 12. So this is a true or false question.
Oh,
So,
great.
all right. So a British male legally changed his name to PlayStation. True or false?
True. I would.
Yeah. So a guy named Dan Holmes changed his name to Mr. PlayStation 2. I don't
Mr.
know what year.
PlayStation.
I don't know where in like Europe or where in the UK, but yeah.
Oh boy.
So, all
Imagine
right.
being that would be a very obnoxious game if
Yeah.
he didn't even have a PlayStation.
He had an Xbox.
Yeah, I'm an Xbox user, so why'd you change your name to PlayStation? Just because I hate my name and I hate myself.
Poor Mr. Holmes.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry, PlayStation 2. Um,
yeah.
alright. Now, there is kind of a reference from the last question to this one. So the question 13. What gaming console has been sold the most globally? So, A, Xbox
Oh.
360, B, the PlayStation 2, or C, the Nintendo Game Boy?
Okay, so I don't like how you said this relates to the last question with the guy changing his name to Mr.
Well,
PlayStation.
well,
Because that,
because it said Mr. PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 2 is in this question. That's why I kind of said
yeah,
it.
that just makes me think though that the answer is PlayStation 2.
Final
Um,
answer?
I don't know. I don't know. Because I had an Xbox 360.
Yeah, I think everyone did.
A lot of my friends had Xbox 360. I never had a PlayStation 2 or PS3, so I,
I
I
did.
didn't know how good they were. But
Yeah.
um, mm, yeah, I'm probably going to go with Xbox 360.
Nope, you're wrong. It's
Is it
PlayStation
PlayStation?
2.
God damn it!
So in 2017, PlayStation reported that they have officially sold 155 million units of the PlayStation 2.
Wow.
Yeah. And I think Xbox had like 140 million or something like that.
Yeah,
So
I
it was
think it was.
really close.
Yeah, like I remember everyone having an Xbox.
Oh
All my
yeah.
friends, they would be like doing the Black Ops 2 trick shots in an Xbox
Oh
party. You get messages from people you completely whooped ass
yeah.
in
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 4, and you get a message 5 minutes later like, "My dad's the owner of Xbox. Your account's getting
Yeah.
banned because you hacked," or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, I always got those messages. It was funny. It was really funny though.
Honestly, I wish the internet was like how it was back then.
Yeah.
Nowadays,
Yeah.
it's kind of weird because
Yeah.
yeah. Oh well.
All right.
Yeah.
So, question 14. So, before Super Mario Bros. 2 was made, what was the original name of Mario? Like the Mario game? So, A. Super Smash Bros. B. Yumi Kojo Doki Doki Panic. Or C. Super Bros. Land of Tokyo.
Okay. I actually remember this.
Yeah.
I remember reading about this, but I'm not 1,000% sure what it was called. I think it was the second one, so I'm just gonna have to go with that. Is it the second one?
Yeah, it's the second
Alright.
one.
Because I
Yeah.
remember it being a long Japanese name, but
Yeah. When I was reading about it yesterday, because I finished like this quiz yesterday. Well, no, I finished at like 3 a.m. this morning, but
oh boy.
yeah. So I was confused. I was like, really? That was the original name of like Mario? I was like, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So question 15: which Atari game was the first to sell 1 million cartridges? So A.
Cool.
Pac-Man, B. Space Invaders, or C. Pong?
What? Pong? Like
Pong.
Pong? Pong?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I know Pong. That wasn't a and I forget the console. It wasn't.
Atari.
It wasn't an Atari game because
It
it was.
was.
I thought it was played with those dial things.
Yeah, it was, but there also
Oh,
it was also an Atari.
damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Um.
I think my dad still has the original game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say Pac-Man, but because Pac-Man, it
Yeah.
it was in arcades a lot, but I think people like me are a Space Invaders fan, so I'm gonna have to say Space Invaders.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, boom! Ooh,
Yeah.
those little aliens would help me one
I
day.
thought it would have been Pac-Man, but apparently when Space Invaders like hit 1 million, Pac-Man skyrocketed right after.
Yeah, I
Alright.
like Space Invaders, so.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Oh,
Alright, so question 16. When Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver were released, what did they bundle the game with? So A,
oh,
a
I know
game
this.
tracker. So it's like basically the thing you can get for Pokemon Go now.
Yeah,
B, a legendary code. So like when you open up like the bundle, it gives you a little code for a
yeah.
legendary, and you type it
Mhm.
in when you start the game. Or C, a plush giveaway that they would release on the on their website.
Okay, so are you saying like the Pokemon tracker as the Poketch, like that little
Yeah,
Pokeball that you'd walk around with?
yeah,
Yeah, I think it's the Poketch thing.
yeah.
I had,
That's where they originally had the idea from for the
yeah, I
Pokemon
had
Go.
one of those and I loved them. I want to get a DS again, get a Poketch, and get Heart Gold or something. Start playing that again.
I used to play Heart Gold all the time, and then
Okay.
my dog chewed it up, and then I got really pissed.
No.
Yeah, I found it in the back room, like my back room, like one day, and I started screaming. I was like, "Why?"
Oh, I feel so bad for you, man.
I had so much like progress on it, but yeah.
Yeah.
All right, question 17.
Ooh.
So, do you know the game called Homefront?
Um, I'm not 1,000% sure, but I'll still do
Okay.
the question.
Okay, so Homefront is an FPS featuring a war against which country? So A, the US, B, the UK, or C, North Korea?
Okay, so because it says home front, it makes me sound like it's a civil war.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to say the U.S. maybe.
Final answer?
Yeah.
No, you're wrong. It's North Korea.
God damn it! I thought I was going to start doing good. I got 3 in a row.
Alright, question 18. So you have two more questions after this. So, in the Halo series, what is the name of the ring that could destroy everything?
Oh,
So, A, the Halo Array, B, the Ghost Array, or C, Maltrivia?
I feel like it's Halo. Oh my god. Um, I know the ring. It had a whole planet on it. Well, it was a
Yeah,
planet.
yeah.
Um, I know that the ship was the Pillar of Saturn. God damn it. So, what were my options?
So, the Halo Array, the Ghost Array, or Maltrivia?
I feel like it's the Halo array, but I'm not sure. Okay. Um, hmm. I'm trying to think. So, the long one. Sounds right, but I'm not sure. So the long one was Maltrivia or something, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that's just a made up thing. I'm just going to go with my gut. It's the Halo
Yeah, you're right.
array. Boom, boom.
Yeah,
Got
Maltrivia was just a made up thing. I was just trying to think of something. I was like, what would sound right for Halo? And I was like,
it. You know what?
Maltrivia.
You almost got me. I'm not going to lie. You were this close. I'm pinching my fingers together. You can't tell it. You were this close. But damn,
Alright, we're
I
going
would have
back to an
guessed.
original game as well.
Okay.
Alright, so the original designer of the game Tetris is from which nation? So A, Canada, B, Germany, C, Russia, or D, Czechoslovakia?
Oh, damn. Um, I think it was actually Russia, but I'm not sure. I'm going to go with Russia.
Yeah, you're correct.
Boom! I'm amazing.
Alright, and the final question.
I'm going to get it
Alright, what country banned the sales of Grand Theft Auto?
right.
A, Brazil, B, Argentina, or C, Colombia?
You know what? This is to my home. Oh, I accidentally hit my mic. Sorry. This is to my homeboy Saul. He came from Colombia, so I'm going to have to say Colombia.
You're wrong.
God damn it, Saul. Jeez.
I'll give you one more guess. Let's see if you can get it.
Argentina.
You're so
Brazil.
wrong.
I meant Brazil. When I said Argentina, I meant Brazil.
So, in 1998, the Brazilian government banned GTA to be sold in the country, and anyone who was caught selling it received a $8,500 fine.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Man, I would expect Brazil to be fine with it, like because Brazil, I would figure that they're more worried about how there's so many cartels down there, man.
Well, it said because the game inflicted like drug use and like criminal acts, and I was like, okay,
That's
well,
true.
other countries are doing that, so yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and since now we're done the quiz, me and Sean kind of planned ahead of time, and we were talking about how we should probably talk about some of the new games or about the new consoles, so the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5, and we're gonna be just talking about some things that we think would be good about the Xbox and the PlayStation and some of the games that are coming up.
Yeah. So I'm really excited for the PlayStation 5 and GTA
Yeah.
6, but um, I don't really want to talk a lot about GTA 6 because there's a lot of news that people are spreading around and rumors, so you can't tell what's real or what's fake.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
so I'm just going to talk about some of the new games that are probably coming out, or the ones
Yeah.
that have come out. Um, not a lot of people have heard, but Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, that whole campaign got remastered and it's out
Yeah.
right now on PlayStation first. So,
And
um,
then there's also been other news about Saints Row the Third is being remastered.
yeah,
It
that's
just
supposed to
announced
be
3 hours
um,
ago.
that's supposed to be like a really good game. I've played
Yeah.
uh Saints Row 4, I think. I forget what it is. But Saints Row the Third, I know a couple of my buddies had the original version, and I knew there was some certain secret items, such as I'm not sure if I could say it, um, but it was a certain device of pleasure that you could use to hit people like a sword with.
Yeah.
I'm kind of leaving that blank space so that people can't really figure out what it is, but if you
Yeah.
are a big brain like myself, you could figure out what that
Yeah.
means.
So there has been a lot of games that because we're on IGN right now, and there's been a lot of games that have been reported like leaked and all that, and Um, I don't know if a lot of you guys would probably think this, but Resident Evil 8. So there's been a leak about that for about a day or so now, and I don't know. I kind of think it will happen, but I don't know when it's gonna be leaked. I think it might be leaked maybe next year or the year after. What do you think?
I don't know. I would love to play Resident Evil 8. Because I just finished Resident Evil 7 in VR. I'm a little late on that, but I finished that the other day.
Yeah.
So I feel like the people that leak games and stuff kind of ruins it for some people, because the people that
Yeah.
figure out these games, it kind of makes the companies not be able to surprise them with their release trailers or whatever. But I think that Resident Evil 8 is going to have a lot of cool things in it. Supposedly that there's going to be a lot of the old um, bosses coming back and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So I
Yeah.
don't know what to think about it. If it comes out, I would definitely get it, because I thought Resident Evil 2 remastered and Resident Evil 7 were great games. So
Yeah.
I'm not 1,000% sure. What about you? What do you get? Resident Evil 8?
Well, to be honest, I really never like played Resident Evil very much because I was gonna play Resident Evil like the brand new one that just came out like last year. Was it 2 years ago or last year?
2 years. Wait, which one? Sorry.
Um, well, the most recent one that just came out.
Uh, the remastered or Resident Evil 7?
I think it was 7.
I think
Yeah.
that came out 3 years ago. Let me check.
Really?
Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. That came out. That's the movie. No, I mean the game. Um, well, it came out. Come on, just show. When did it come out?
Just
All
type in
right.
release date after
Oh,
it.
no, I did, but it just showed up the movie. Um,
Just put
it's
video game
loading.
on.
It's loading.
Okay.
How's your day been?
Oh, you kind of woke me up on Discord, but it's been pretty good so far. We're doing some online schooling, and it's going okay.
It is going okay. Oh, it came out January 2017. So
So 3 years ago.
yeah, 3 years ago.
Yeah. So that was basically the last one that I did play, but I didn't play it very much because I did end up selling my console
uh,
because I wasn't really needing it. Like I needed a little bit of money because I need to pay off some personal debt, and yeah,
Personal debts. All right. Yeah.
yeah.
Um. What? What's your favorite type of game? Because we talked about our favorite game in your
Yeah.
quiz. What's your favorite type of game?
Um. Well, to be honest, I've been more of like a FPS or like um, kind of like a storyline game. So basically, like Stardew Valley, like uh, you're able to like farm and all that, and like chop down trees, talk to people, and like basically like interacting with other people. So like role
So like
play
an
games.
RPG type
Yeah,
games.
yeah, basically like that.
All right. Well, I like those games. Sometime we'll have to either make a podcast with us playing Stardew, or
Oh
just do a
yeah.
stream sometime playing. I don't know. But
Oh yeah.
what was I going to say? My favorite type of game would have to be either sandbox or survival horror.
Yeah.
Um, Last night, well, no, the night before last, I streamed on Twitch Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted, and Five Nights at Freddy's. It's Five Nights at Freddy's. It's not really scary,
Yeah.
but Holy shit! I screamed. It was fun. There's one mode in it called well, there's two that I found the scariest. Parts and services, where you had to repair a part of the animatronic, and you had to follow instructions carefully. You couldn't accidentally hit the animatronic with like a part or something, or else it would kill you. And
Yeah.
it was just the fear of me grabbing up because the first one, it's that bunny dude, Bonnie.
Hmm.
Um, and you have to fix his guitar or something. And for some reason, you have to take off his faceplate. I don't know why. So you have to take his eyes out of the sockets
Ooh.
without hitting the eye sockets, and it was terrifying. They're huge. All of the animatronics, they're huge. Um,
Yeah.
the other game mode I played was Vent Repair. That one you had to like fix puzzles quickly in a vent before like one dude comes up and kills you. It was scary, man. Like it was one of the fastest streams that went by.
Yeah.
Because I didn't notice how long I was playing. I played for 3.5 hours straight, standing up on my feet, screaming, kind of hitting the wall by accident because I was backed up all the way. Um, it's a fun game. I have to give credit to Scott Cawthon and his group of people that made the Five Nights at Freddy's games because
Yeah.
that was an adventure.
Yeah, I remember like back in grade school, I would get like all my friends like surround each other, and we would play Five Nights at Freddy's on like our iPods and our phones and all that. And
Oh,
we
for
would
me it was
scream.
just like the big ass Chinese tablets you'd get, like the Hip Street or whatever it was. I
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I had one of those. I was that kid that would show up to school with a giant ass tablet, like, hey, look at this. But I would have to say, the most nostalgic video game that I've played that's a horror one is Slender. You
oh
remember
yeah,
that? Like,
yeah,
where you'd go into a forest and you had to find like 8 of these pages and then
yeah,
escape. That was a mind fuck for me because I hated horror games when I was little, but
yeah. Same.
me hating them and playing them so much got me to love them. Like, I think it was Slenderman when they first got the multiplayer
Yeah.
mode on it. Um, I used to play that with my brother, like at 11 o'clock past my bedtime, where I would hide my tablet under my covers
Oh
or
my
something like
gosh.
that, and me and my brother would connect through the internet and play with each other Slenderman. And I think one of the times we played it, I screamed. So the natural instinct of a parent when you hear a kid scream in the middle of the night, run straight up and check what's going on. And me, I was a smart kid. And to mom and dad, because I know you're probably going to listen to this one, I love you. Please don't yell at me. I hid the tablet under my pillow and kind of acted like I had a nightmare or something. And I
That's what
guess
I was gonna
Jordan
say.
heard me because I saw him get up out of his room and go to the bathroom while looking at me with that look saying, "Oh, you're dead." I don't think they caught me though. I think they knew deep down that I was up, but I think that was when I was like 10 or 11. I I miss those days. I would
Oh yeah.
love to go back to those days sometime, but you know, um,
Yeah.
is there any like games that you used to play that resonate with you deeply other than Pokemon Red?
Well, there's been a few games that like I started playing a few years ago that I played like a long time ago. Like as you said, Slender, because Microsoft they released Slender Uprising, or the Uprising, and I played it a little bit. As like uh, it wasn't as good as the original Slender, but it was still like nostalgic.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I liked playing Slender because like you would just like be creeping around a corner. You're just like, oh shit, like who's around the corner? I don't know what to do, and like you just be freaking out the whole time. You're like
Oh
sweating
yeah.
and like
Yeah, it was terrifying because I remember in one of the games they had a bathroom where
yeah.
one of the papers would be
Oh
in,
yeah, I hate that.
and
Yeah,
I always knew there was a paper in there, but I always got scared because it was pitch black except for the floor, where you could see a little bit of the tiles, and you'd
yeah,
just turn around and you'd see that guy in the suit, and you're like, oh crap, look away, but then you know he's going to be running at you and he's going to kill you.
yeah.
So
Because it would be in the shower stalls.
he would be in the stalls waiting. Um, but yeah, I love those games because I just found them so entertaining when I got
Yeah,
scared. Even though the point of a scary game is to make you scared, I just loved that I would get scared. Yeah. Um. You know what? I'm going to ask a different type of question.
ooh, okay.
When you play video games, what's a
Um,
snack you would go for?
like what do you mean? Was a snack I would go for?
Like, what would be something you would choose to eat while you're playing a video game?
Oh, okay. I thought you
What's
meant
your
like a
go-to?
snack that's in a game. I don't know. It depends. Like, I don't want something that's gonna be greasy, because
Yeah,
obviously it would kind
controller.
of yeah, controller. You'd be like have grease all over it. Um, I don't know why, but whenever I would play a game, it would either be like chocolate or it would be Skittles. It would be one of those two.
Damn.
What would it be for
Well,
you?
uh, when I was younger, I loved Cheetos,
Oh my
and
god.
it was disgusting. Like if I had my Wii controller,
Oh
because I
my
would
god.
play Wii and I'd have these Cheeto hands, and I'd just grab it, and like there would be orange fingerprints all over it. I'd be
Did you
playing
not have
Guitar Hero or
covers?
something, and I'd get Cheeto dust all over those.
Oh.
But I honestly love eating chips or like those Mr. Noodle things when I'm
Oh
playing
yeah.
a game or talking with people. So yeah, I'd have to say Cheetos. I always learn though, um, if I go to eat Cheetos, I have to find a game that doesn't require much controller handling, I guess, or something like
But yeah.
using the controller at all times. Sometimes when I eat Cheetos, it's like, okay, only pick them up with my middle finger and my index finger on my left hand so I don't have to use anything else. Or sometimes I'd go like a pig and just pour goddamn Cheetos into a bowl and then just hold the bowl up with one hand and let my face do the work. You know, it was
Yeah.
worse because my mom would walk downstairs and just see me like eating out of a bowl like a pig, turn up and look at her with Cheeto dust all over my face like, huh? I was definitely that weird kid. I'm somewhat proud of myself of where I've gone, but at the same time, I know I could have done a lot better.
Yeah, I used to have like Dorito hands and all that. Like I would like
Oh yeah.
shove my hand right to the bottom of the bag, get the like the Dorito dust, and then I would pick up like my Xbox
Oh yeah.
controller, like the Xbox One S, which the controller is white, and I would pick it
Oh.
up and I would turn it over on the back, and it's just all red on the
Oh my
back.
god.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I tried cleaning it and it didn't work out at all.
Yeah. I always like with my Xbox headset.
Yeah.
It would be so close to my mouth
Oh my
because I
god.
didn't know a lot about microphones and everything. I'd be in a chat
Yeah,
with
I'd
my
imagine.
friends, and I'd just eat a chip, and it would sound so loud, but they never told me anything, so I thought I was normal. But then
Yeah.
one day I'm just like at school, eating lunch, and I see my friends come up, and I start talking about how we were doing so bad at Black Ops 2 or something the night before, and they just say, yeah, it was because you were like fucking crinkling paper or eating a vacuum cleaner. And it's like, what do you mean? Did you hear me eat? I don't think we heard anything else except you eat. So yeah, but I love the fan base between a lot of games.
Yeah.
Like for example, when I was in grade 7 and grade 8, um, I was in one of those gaming clans. I'll have to talk about it later. I might even get some of the people that were in said clan.
Yeah,
I
I
was
was
in
in one too.
I was in 7A clan. I was 7A Crane because I'm a cool dude. Um, and I remember they were strictly only doing Black Ops 2 trick shots.
Yeah.
I was so bad with trick shots. I was in the clan somehow. I think it was just because they wanted me to stop asking them. But they said, if you don't send a clip of you making a trick shot, you're out. And I was like, oh, I want to stay in it even though we aren't really doing anything. So I literally kept trying super hard to get a trick shot, but I couldn't do it. So I just found a video online of someone doing a trick shot, and then edited it where I got my famous editing skills and made it look like I did a trick shot. Probably the owner of the clan, which I'll have on, he's probably going to watch this and he's going to be, huh, good job, I guess. So, yeah, I always found the fan bases behind video games to be more of the most important things behind a good video game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have any of those gaming clans or whatever for you?
Yeah, like back in grade school, there was a few people that like wanted to be like in a clan and all that. They're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
we're gonna be like
Face
FaZe."
clan.
And then, well, I think I forget what grade it was in. I think it was in grade 9 or 10. There was this clan that kind of hit me up for some reason. Because
Oh.
this was when Fortnite was at its peak, and I
Oh
was
boy.
I was playing it, and I was in a lobby with someone, and I saw that they had like a clan gamer tag, which was TBW, which is Team Black Web,
Oh yeah.
and they kind of DM'd me after and was like asking me like, "Yo, do you want to join the clan and all that shit?" And I did stupidly without knowing that like it was literally two people in this, and they didn't know each other. They didn't know each other at all. It literally was two people who ironically put TBW in their name.
Oh boy.
And yeah, it didn't work out very well.
Oh boy. I I love just seeing people that make these little clans or whatever, and they just work super hard together to play a video game. And
Yeah.
it's like it's funny seeing people do that, but they aren't able to do that in school. Some people that are in these clans, they don't know how to be collaborative in school and stuff. I'm gonna sound like a boomer when I say this, but I would love to just see some of these kids that play video games try doing the same thing in school.
Yeah.
Like, definitely big boomer thing to say, but at the same time, it's true. So, yeah. Oh, what was I gonna say? I always forget.
I got a question.
Oh yeah.
All right, so out of the two consoles that are coming out this year, what console are you most excited for and why?
Honestly, I'm excited for the PS5, but at the same time, I really want to see what the Xbox Series X is. Because Microsoft has said that they're in there for the long run.
Yeah.
Not everyone knows what that means, because their console's pretty much a copy of the Xbox 360, just with fancier things.
Newer
I'm
graphics and shit.
yeah, I'm probably more excited for the Xbox Series X, but I'm more likely to buy the PS5.
Yeah.
What about you?
Well, to be honest, I have no money right now.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Sorry, 1 second.
is that Ethan trying to join the call?
No, that was Carson. He was calling me.
Oh
Let
my
me
god.
message him.
Yeah, just message him on Discord. But I'm kind of excited for the PlayStation 5 because, well, I kind of grew out of Xbox because a lot of the things that they did end up like talking about with the Xbox Series X, like how they don't have an optical audio port, so like you can't add a headset into like um your controller or into the Xbox itself. So it's gonna be like difficult to like do that. You're gonna have to find one that's like Bluetooth and all that. So, um,
Yeah.
but with the
Um.
PlayStation 5, it looks really good. It looks like, I don't know. I think the PlayStation 4 looks a lot better than the PS5, but with the graphics and all that, like with seeing all the graphics from the Xbox and the PlayStation, I think that this year is gonna be a lot better.
Yeah. I. Sorry.
It's okay.
My favorite design for a console would probably have to be the PS4. Um,
Yeah.
I really like the sleek design of uh, like consoles. I like it when they look really nice.
Yeah.
Like the Xbox 360, I thought that looked really nice with the button that would light up when you powered it on. But at the same time, fucking, it was a block. And that's something I think Xbox needs to learn how to do better. They need to make it so their designs aren't super blocky.
Yeah.
Because, like, that's the same thing they see every time. Like, the PlayStation, through the years, it went from a brick with a circle in it uh, to now, like, a kind of angled brick, which looks really nice. And now they're going to, I forget what it's called, but it looks like a speaker system or something. And it looks nice. The Xbox, however, they went from a block to a brick to a fridge. And that's just my opinion. I don't really like Xbox.
Yeah. Like, I remember like how I thought like the Xbox 360 was like a cool design, but then over the years, like the plastic is so cheap and like fragile. Like, I remember one day I placed my Xbox softly down on like my table, and literally a piece of like under where the ejection tray is for like the games, it snapped off, and I was like, really?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? And then now Xbox is practically like the Xbox 360 is practically garbage now because the old internet like modem thing you would have that would come with it doesn't work anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been seeing like a lot of problems with that. Like I had a problem with it with my 360. The router wouldn't work for the like it wouldn't connect to the internet at all. And I even tried like connecting it through an Ethernet and it still would not work and it would just make me upset.
My Xbox 360, it still works, but the one thing that I was annoyed about, that's my second Xbox 360, because the first one we got the red circle of death on it.
Oh
Do
my
you
god.
remember that?
Yes.
That was a terrifying thing. Like, I forget what even caused the red circle of death. Let me.
It was like a game that would overheat like the console.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was.
I remember that I would get the red dot on my console light saying that it was overheating, but the red circle of death, that was when the power cable
Yeah.
for the it had several different things. For one of the quarters of the ring to light up, it was saying that the hardware was failing.
Yeah.
But when there was two, it was just overheating. Three, it had general hardware failure, but the full red circle, it meant the AV cable was messed up, which mean the power was fucked up. So,
Yeah, I
or
had that
no,
on my
maybe
original
that
one.
was I think the inside part of it. I forget,
Yeah, the
but
inside
it
hardware.
no, it was like the video inside. So like where you'd plug HDMI or something.
Oh yeah, like that
Yeah.
big blocky like shitty
Mhm.
HDMI thingy.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called, but
Uh,
yeah.
it was a struggle when you always saw that the like your computer, your consoles or something are slowly breaking down.
Yeah.
Like one thing I wish I kept was my Wii because there was a problem with it, and one of my buddies wanted me to sell it to him, so I sold it to him. But it was just one thing that was wrong, and now I really want to get back into Guitar Hero, but I can't find a Wii, so
Uh,
it's a struggle.
yeah, I still have a Wii, but like it's completely broken. Like I tried connecting it to the internet and it would just completely crash. Um I tried doing this little software update through the internet or through like a USB stick, but it wasn't working. It wouldn't like read it, and it was like a proper update because I didn't use the Wii when it was like had a really good update to where like all the content was like properly stored and all that, and like the graphics were a lot better. And I didn't end up getting the update, and then I just trashed it. And then my buddy, he found the PlayStation that I sold, like I trashed, and
Yeah.
then he ended up actually getting the software thing to work, and now he blocked my number and I can't get in contact with him to get it back.
Oh boy, that sucks, man.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing with a lot of consoles. You just gotta figure them out, get to understand them,
Yeah.
and all that.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, we're wrapping up now. We're almost at the 1 hour mark.
Yeah.
So any final thoughts about video games and the new things that are coming out today?
Well, I think that they should be making things that are like more compatible that are compatible for everyone. Sorry, that kind of like messed up right there. But yeah, they should make things more like last a little bit longer and like I don't know, because most consoles they last up to like 7 to 8 years or so,
Yeah.
but they should make consoles that at least last like 10 or so years because like after like because they make a console every few years, which I don't understand. If they're making a console every few years, it's kind of just saying like the console's gonna last only a few years and then you're gonna have to get a new one. So, um, yeah,
Yeah, but
it's kind of
I,
weird
I
though.
oh, sorry.
No, it's
I, know,
okay.
I know what you mean though. With how consoles they wear down. The
Yeah,
one thing that I feel like PlayStation specifically can do better with the PS5 and the controllers is to make the batteries last longer.
yeah,
With my PS4 controllers, when we first got them, they would last a full day. But now, when they're fully charged and everything, they're about like probably like 4 or 5 hours before they start dying.
yeah,
And with the PlayStation Move controllers, so with the VR,
yeah,
those they feel very clunky. And as I was saying in my stream the other day, um, I find it always hard to figure out which hand they go on because there isn't any indications of which one's the left hand and which one's
yeah.
the right. But yeah, that's all I pretty much have to say. My final thoughts would probably be that video games, they're my favorite pastime. They're practically my only pastime.
Yeah.
Um, other than doing work and stuff. Hi, Bean. How are you, buddy? Sorry, my cat just was staring at me again.
That's
Probably like,
alright.
what the hell are you talking to? But yeah, I don't really have a whole lot else to say.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't really either.
but it would probably be my recommendation for anyone that's probably going to go out and buy the new consoles. I honestly would wait until after they're released
Yeah.
to see what the general public has to say about them and which one's really good. Because we don't know if the PS5 is as good as they claim it to be.
Yeah.
They have really good parts in it and everything, but you don't know that when you're going to buy it if it's going to be good or not. You don't know if it's going to work or if it's just going to crash and burn.
Yeah.
So, my opinion, just wait, see how it goes, and go from there. That's all I have to say, really.
Generally, I would say like wait till like Boxing Day or something like that because prices will drop a little bit. But I think the expected prices for them is supposed to be around like $500, maybe $600, which is quite a bit.
Yeah.
But once it comes to like Boxing Day, it'll probably go down like 350 or something like that. But
If we're lucky.
if we're
But
lucky, yeah.
yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much all I think we have to say about this episode of the podcast. If you like the video, please like. Please put in the comments what you would like to hear us talk about next. And I feel like this next episode we're going to have a special guest. We've got a lot of requests from a lot of people, so we're going to figure out who's going to be on next.
Yep.
And if you would like to be on the podcast, please comment or message us. I'll put our email in the description this time. And I hope you guys have a good night or day or whenever you're watching this. Make sure to follow our Instagrams or Twitch or whatever in the description below. And
also, no, it's okay. And also now we are on Spotify and
Apple Podcasts.
well,
I think.
we haven't got a confirmation from Apple yet, but I think soon enough we will be able to get our confirmation from them. But with Spotify, we have got our confirmation, and our podcast is up and going on there now.
Yeah, and it all works and everything. So anyone that has any recommendations for what we should talk about next, I got a recommendation of talking about how the coronavirus is affecting us and our views as being teenagers, what we think the whole thing's going.
That would be a good topic to talk about, but it'd be
Yeah.
very controversial. But yeah,
But I hope you all had fun listening to us, and I hope you all have a good day or night.
please stay tuned to all of our next episodes, and please subscribe down below if you liked our video and if you want to hear
Thank
more.
you. This is your host, Sean, and your co-host, Kate, signing off. See, I did that from the first episode. Alright.
Alright, peace.
See you guys.